Nityananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Shri Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarane Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudhi Gauri Bhakta Hare Krishna. Can everyone see the screen?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
So last week, actually, what happened? As soon as I started, suddenly I started becoming tired. So please do forgive me. We'll do that session again. So, 1 minute. You all can see the screen, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, Utsaha Nisyaya Dhairyat Tattat Karma Pravartanat Sangatyagat Sato Vritti Shadvir Bhaktir Prasidati. So, we understood the goal of life is to go back to Godhead, perform bhakti. Can everyone see on the screen? Why we want to do bhakti? Here, 4 things are there: A, B, C, D. What is attitude? We should be enthusiastic. Confidence means determination, and dhairya, patience. How do we do that? In the association of devotees. And further, avoid the association of non-devotees. Character. Follow the four-legged principles, yam and niyam. So, follow the four-legged principle, chant 16 rounds. Then what is the direction? Previous acharyas. It's ladies and gentlemen, it's a very serious affair actually. So, it's a very serious affair. And this is the third verse. We saw the first one. What is the first one? The first verse itself. Hey, control your mind. We want to go back to Godhead. First thing is, before we go back to Godhead, we want to attain the love of God. For that, hey, control your speech, control your mind, control your anger, control your tongue, control your belly, control your genitals. Ooh, okay. What is the conclusion? Either you become Godas or Krishnadas. So, because the goal, these 11 verses are very, these 11 verses are, they're jewels, literally, training. They're giving the training, So, what will destroy bhakti? Atyahara. Atyahara, everyone is listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, first verse is speaking of the sense control, mind control. The second verse is speaking, if you want to awaken the love of God, you want to go back to Godhead. First awaken Krishna Prema, Gaura Prema, Radha Krishna Prema. Then Krishna, if Krishna takes you back to Godhead, fine. But what is our medium? What is the madhyam? Bhakti. So how to, what then, Rupa Goswami is telling, what will destroy bhakti? Atyahara. What will destroy bhakti? Atyahara.
Overenduring. Atya.
You know, Atyahara. So, work very hard, make money, overeating, everything, anything over. So, Atyahara will not work. Second one, Prayasa. Prayasa means, okay, there is actually a CEO. He works 8 hours for one company. He works, another 8 hours for another company. You all want to know what those companies are? Squarity and PayPal. One company is $1 billion, second company is $1 billion. For materialists, this appears very nice, but for us, it's useless. What he started two companies. He started two companies, both are $1 billion companies. He works 16 hours, morning 6 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock to night 10 o'clock. 10, yeah, 16 hours. What is the use? Why do you need $1 billion, billions of dollars? You're just increasing your karma. It's good for nothing. What is it called? Prayasa. And Atyahara Prayas, Prajalpa. Talk about politics. Talk about politics. Talk about nonsense. Talk about others. That will destroy bhakti. Niyamagraha, Niyamagraha. Those principles of bhakti, very difficult to follow. Reject them. Some are very good. Follow them. Because you're beneficial. You're getting benefit out of it. Not that you want to make progress, but you are getting some mental benefit out of it. That type of activities will destroy bhakti. Janasangascha laulyam cha. Avoid association of non-devotees. Tandara charana sevi bhakta sanevas. You need the association of devotees. But instead you hang on with the non-devotees, then what happens? Bhakti is destroyed. And the last one is laulyam. And a karmi wants bhukti, material sense enjoyment. A jnani wants mukti, impersonal liberation. Ashtangika wants siddhi. So he wants mystic powers. So bhukti, mukti, siddhi, kami, shakala, ashanta, Krishna bhakta nishkama, atayeva santa. Krishna devotee doesn't want anything. That's why Krishna is devotee is peaceful. But karmi is miserable because he wants sense enjoyment. Mukti, jnani is miserable because you merge in Brahman, but you have to come back. Ashtanga is miserable because he was looking for mystic powers. Anything you want in the material world, you are dissatisfied. Then now the third verse, today's verse. You're all listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
What is the third one? So then what will nourish our bhakti? Utsaha nischaya dhairyat tat karma pravartana sangatya sato vrit shadvir bhaktir prasidati. So here Rupa Goswami is telling a wonderful thing. First of all, bhakti is not a guesswork, a speculation. Maybe I'll do that, I'll do this. No. Or imaginative ecstasy. If you want, I'll tell a tiny story. Can I tell a tiny story?
Yes. Hari Bol.
There is a actually there is a person in Gaurlila. His name is Kaliya Krishnadas. Kaliya Krishnadas, one day, you know, what is that? I think he's a snake charmer. One day, he happened to see, uh, you know, um, Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, would chant 180 rounds. He would chant 180 rounds. And Haridas Thakur became ecstatic. Tears were pouring from his eyes. He was exhibiting that ecstasies. People came around. Wow. Then no one has ever seen this type of bhava, the bhakti bhava. So they were impressed. Seeing that, one Brahman, what he did. So, people who want name and fame. What he did, he started becoming ecstatic. He was rolling on the ground. And so he was showing himself so that he will also get name and fame. When Kali Krishna saw that, he picked up a stick, started beating him. When he started beating him, the Brahman started crying and he started running away. His imaginative ecstasy is gone. So Krishna has to give the ecstasies. People in the material world who are so much used to uh, sense enjoyment and mind enjoyment. They can't understand all these things. Bhakti means your soul will explode in joy. That is not there in impersonal liberation. That is not there in Jnana Yoga. That's not there in Ashtanga Yoga. That is not there in Karma Yoga. But when you start chanting Hare Krishna mantra, when you start performing bhakti, wow, Hare Krishna. So if you're genuinely sincere, then what happens? That, um, that Shakti, Daivik Prakriti Kripa, Radharani Kripa enters, Antaranga Shakti, Chit Shakti it is called, Swarup Shakti enters. It's there already, so it will manifest, it is awakened, not that, so it is awakened. When it is awakened, then, then you'll explode in joy. It's not peace. We don't want, it is not just peace. If you are a pure devotee, you already attain the peace. Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Atiyava Santa. That's why we need to practice bhakti. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given bhakti as the means to, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given the means to become free from the cycle of birth and death. How? Practice bhakti. It is easy. You don't need to leave anything. You don't need to go to forest. Just do bhakti. Then what is bhakti, sir? Anya bilashata sunyam. So first of all, we need to understand what is our drive to make progress in bhakti. When that Swarup Shakti enters, Swarup Shakti manifestation happens, we explode in joy. So all these, if you will go next anyway, we are coming to nectar of devotion later. Anubhava, Vaibhava, Sanchariva, all these bhavas are there. We'll discuss. But what is our impetus to practice bhakti? It is the easiest way. Shushukam kartum avyayam. It is easiest way to practice. And easiest way to get out of cycle of birth and death. And when you are present in the material world, itself you are already liberated. It is possible. So how do you practice bhakti? Anya vilashata sunyam, jnana karma dhanavratam, anukulyena krishna anusilanam, bhaktiruttama. You know? Anukulyena krishna anusilanam, bhaktiruttama. We don't have any other desire other than pleasing Krishna. And this is free from jnana and karma. Impersonal jnana and impersonal fruitive activity. Anukulyena Krishna anusilanam. Anusilanam means cultivation. So cultivation. So just give me 1 minute. Hold on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I'm not able to hear anything.
Prabhuji said 1 minute, so I think he's
Thank you, Prabhuji. Sorry.
No, I'm back. I'm sorry. Somebody is leaving and. So what is that? So Anya Vilashats, Jnana Karma Dhanavratam, Anukulyena. That's very important. This word, Rupa Goswami, you need to understand. Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. Not pleasing Krishna. What is that? Mushtik and Chandra, they were beating Krishna. And, and Krishna was finding pleasure. Is that bhakti? No. Hiranyakashipu was beating Varadev. And Varadev was finding pleasure. At least I found one competitor. I have found that there's some, a person to fight. And Yashoda was trying to find Krishna and Krishna was crying. But Yashoda is bhakti or not? So Anukulyena, Vishnu Chaitanya Thakur says this. What is very important in bhakti? More than Krishna's pleasure, you have a desire to provide pleasure to Krishna. That is bhakti. Anukulyena Krishna Anusilanam. So its cultivation means activity. Bhakti means activity. It's not an idle meditation. You don't go to forest and meditate. So activity. Prabhupada writes in Bhagavad Gita, the progress, is dependent. The progress on the path of bhakti is dependent on the attitude of the follower. Why attitude? How much are we anukula with Krishna? Are we, pratikul or anukul? Shishupal, pratikul. Kamsa, pratikul. But devotees, Rajvasis, anukul. We should be attached to devotional activities. You're listening, right? Why? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given, hey, we are stuck in the cycle of birth and death. Stuck in the cycle of birth and death. And this prison house. What is that prison house? Birth, old age, disease and death. Every 78 years. If you're a dog, only 8 years. Cat, dog 11, 12 years. Cat 8 years. Birth, old age, disease and death. And adhyatma, adhidevik, adhibhautik miseries. How long we'll stay in this body, we do not know. I have a question for all of you. Do you know how long we are going to stay in this body? Definitely not. So, Lord Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given, Durga Devi is giving trouble, get out of this metal world. Navavida Bhakti. What Bhakti? Navavida Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischinna Lakshana. This, nine types of bhakti. Follow bhakti. Machita Madgata Prana Bodhayanta Paransparam Katayantascha Mam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. My devotees Arjuna, what is that? Their thoughts, the thoughts of my pure devotees, they dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service. Some people, different people do different services. Very nice. Somebody is doing book distribution, somebody is doing painting, somebody is teaching mridanga, somebody is teaching children, somebody is, they derive great satisfaction and bliss. And what you do? You share about Krishna and Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. You're happy telling others about the glories of Krishna. That is Navvida Bhakti. You listen about Krishna, you glorify Krishna, Nam Rupa Kundalila. You remember Krishna. You visit the holy places, serve devotees. Perform puja to Krishna. You offer praise to Krishna. You become a servant of Krishna. Do friendship with Krishna. Fully surrender to Krishna. I have a question for all of you. Let us see. Can I ask? Should I ask a question or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, who has attained perfection by listening about Krishna? Shravanam.
Parikshit Maharaj.
Kirtanam.
Sukdev Goswami.
Sukadeva Goswami. Smaranam,
Prahlad Maharaj.
remembrance. Huh?
Prahlad Maharaj.
Prahlad Maharaj. Prabhuji, give opportunity to others also. Padasevanam,
Lakshmi ji,
Lakshmi ji. Archanam, deity worship.
Ritu Maharaj Prabhuji.
Rudu Maharaj. Vandanam, prayers. Offering prayers.
Akrura Prabhuji.
Vandanam Akrura. Dasyam, servitorship.
Hanuman ji,
Sakhyam, friendship.
Arjuna.
Atmanivedanam,
Bali Maharaj,
Bali Maharaj. But there is one person who has perfected all the 9. Who is that?
Amrish Maharaj,
Amrish Maharaj. Yes. You practice all the 9, at least 8, at least 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, at least 1. But Prabhupada is writing here, you need to practice this Navit Bhakti under the guidance of Guru. Guru will tell you what to do. Guru will tell you what to do. You know? Tadvijnanardam sagrumevapi gachet samitpanim srotriyam brahmanishtam. Mundakopanishad. You know? So, if you want to acquire knowledge, how to perform bhakti, you need a guru. And you know, you want to practice it. This Navya Bhakti under Guru, you need a guru. So, what is the qualification of Guru? Samitpanim Srotriyam Brahmanishtam. Self-realized, situated upon the platform of Krishna consciousness. Srotriyam, realize the essence of scriptures. You know? So, Brahmanda Brahmita Kona Bhagyavan Jiva, Guru Krishna Prasade Maya, Bhakti Lata Bija. You know? So, we are all traversing, traveling, you know, back and forth in the cycle of birth and death. One day we get human life. And in that human life, one day we get a guru. Krishna comes as guru. You know, Acharya Mam Vijayanisa Namaniyata Karichet. So Krishna says externally Krishna comes as a spiritual master, internally he comes as a Paramatma to train us. So accept a guru. What do you think? So accept a spiritual master. You know? So why perform bhakti? Why perform bhakti? Bhakti is rare. You know? Sudurlabha. You know, the actually nectar of devotion has these qualities of pure bhakti. Kleshagni Subhada, Moksha Lavdagrat, Sandrandan Visheshatma, you know, Krishna Karshani, all these qualities are there. What is the one? Bhakti is rare. And Sushukam Kartumavyayam. Bhakti is blissful. Kevala Ananda Kanda. If you perform bhakti, it is a happy thing. And bhakti is liberating. What is that verse? Bhakti is liberating. Mam chaya vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samtiyatitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. If you practice pure bhakti, you're already liberated. Hare Krishna. Don't Srila Prabhupada. Devotees were taking Prabhupada and devotees were taking Prabhupada and finally they ended up in lower one part of Manhattan. It's all dirty, filled with stool and everything. It's very dirty. Prabhupada, sorry Prabhupada, we brought you here. Prabhupada said, no, this is all Vaikuntha. You know, for a pure devotee can see Krishna's man. If you know his heart is Vrindavan, he can see Vrindavan everywhere. So if you're liberated, Your heart is Vrindavan, you can see Vrindavan everywhere. Hare Krishna. So Shuddha Bhakti is very liberating. Shuddha Bhakti is very liberating. And I have a question for you. Who can perform Bhakti? Hey, anyone, anybody sincere? I have a question for all of you. Who can perform Bhakti? What do you say? You want to go back to Godhead. I don't want a degree, Bhakti Shastra degree, but what I want to break the cycle of birth and death. In this life, it is possible. You're listening, right?
Yes.
We don't need Bhakti Shastra degree. What do we need? I want to make this life last life. Hey, what is our problem? Envy, greed, lust, anger, pride. That's okay, sir. No problem. Chant the holy name of Krishna. Eat prasad only. And whatever service you can do, sir, don't criticize others. Go forward. Make your heart Vrindavan. Become sincere. Vaisesha Prabhu says this. I don't want to be a great devotee. I want to be a sincere devotee. So, any sincere practitioner can perform bhakti. But you want to perform bhakti, you need a sangha. You need sangha where, sir? If you're a tennis player, you go to tennis association. If you're a businessman, you go for a business association. Where will you practice pure bhakti? Without doubt, I can tell where. There is one place. What is that place? ISKCON. Where? There is an organization, there is a club. Like Diabetes Club is there, Tennis Club is there, American Express Club is there. Like was for pure bhakti, ISKCON Club is there. So, how do we progress? How do we progress in bhakti? First one, utsaha, enthusiasm. Wherever you want to succeed, very important quality that is needed is enthusiasm. You start a business, you're always doubtful, then where is enthusiasm? Where is enthusiasm? Right? You want to study, you want to become successful in studies, enthusiasm. You want to be successful in your job, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm in solving the problems of your work. Then what happens? Enthusiasm is important. In material realm also, what is very important is enthusiasm. Prabhupada gives a definition, Rupa Goswami gives a definition of enthusiasm. What is enthusiasm? Endeavor with intelligence. Not like, just some murkha jaisa, enthusiasm means you keep on throwing stones. No. Endeavor, Krishna has given you intelligence. Endeavor with intelligence. You plan. You plan and, not just accept life as it comes, but you plan your life. Okay, no, you're married. Okay, some hours for chanting, some hours for book reading, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad reading, some hours for what is that? Taking care of the family. So plan, but be enthusiastic in bhakti. So there, Prabhupada writes, how do we show enthusiasm? Maya tadamidam sarvam. Jagat avyakta murtina matsani sarvutani na chaham teshu avsita. So Krishna says, everything, Arjuna, by my unmanifested form, I have covered this entire cosmic manifestation. All the living beings are in me, but I am not in them. Means Krishna's universal form, Krishna has covered everything. There is one more verse. Anantarastha Paramana Jayantrastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. So Krishna is everywhere. Krishna, so means everything is Krishna's energy. In the form of energy, Krishna is everywhere. Especially this is what Bahiranga Shakti. In the form of this metal energy, is Krishna's energy. So Apple iPhone is Krishna's energy. But Maya energy. Prabhupada uses dictaphone. So I have a question for all of you. Is computer Maya or not?
Depends on how we use it, Prabhuji.
Wow, 3 times Haribol to Mataji. Depends on how we use it. There is no other answer other than that. Depends on how we use it. If you utilize your computer to watch movies, it's Maya. If you utilize the same computer to conduct Bhakti Shastri classes, it is a Yoga Maya. Very nice answer. Thank you. So, no, you don't need to reject anything. Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagyam Chate Prapanchik Vishaya Buddha Hari Sambandha Vastana. Sorry, you know. So that is Prapanch Vishaya Buddha Hari Sambandha Vastana Mumukshu Parityaga Vairagyam Fallu Katite. That's verse is there. For example, you see a wallet on the road. Some people what they do, they give up everything. And they go to forest and meditate. No, neti. Recently I met, my brother told me, oh, this person doesn't even touch money. Prabhupada, I went to one village. Prabhupada touched money. Prabhupada asked for money to utilize in Krishna's service. I have a question for all of you. You see a wallet on the road. You know it's not your wallet. You go away without touching it. That's okay. But what is the higher action? Higher action is you open the wallet, see to whom it belongs. If it has credit cards and all, call that guy and give the wallet to him. He'll be happy. Well, thank you. So likewise, in this world, everything is owned by Krishna. You can utilize everything in Krishna's service. One has to be clear about this. What do you think? You agree?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And it's very, very important. Prabhupada actually what? Prabhupada came to America and Prabhupada used American money, American manpower to spread Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada performed marriages, sannyasi. Prabhupada performed marriages. Actually, sannyasi should not do anything. Shouldn't. But Prabhupada says, look, I am getting them married. Otherwise, they were into relationships, performing illicit relationships. That's creating karma for Prabhupada. Because they were all getting initiated. Prabhupada said, no, not like that. Prabhupada performed, you have a Vivaha Yajna, got them initiated and told them, now you spread Krishna consciousness, they spread Krishna consciousness like fire. So Prabhupada, knew, of course, he's pure devotee, knew what to do, what not to do. Little bit adjust here and there and spread Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada utilized, aeroplanes. Prabhupada utilized technology. Yeah, it is Krishna's technology. If you utilize in Krishna's technology, the inventors get benefit too. That's why be enthusiastic in, endeavoring to perfect yourself in Krishna consciousness. Utilize your intelligence to spread Krishna consciousness in a very diligent way. That is what's called a utsaha. Nischaya. Nischaya means confidence. This process will work. Actually, there is another word for nischaya is determination. But proper translates with enduring with the confidence. No, if I go forward in Krishna consciousness, if I start continue, if I continue chanting Hare Krishna, then I will attain the perfection of life. I'll live it in Krishna Prema. I'll go back to Godhead. Haribo. That determination one should have. Avasya Rakshime Krishna. Krishna definitely will protect me. One should have that thing. So, what is that? Yanisha Sarva Bhutanam Pasyam Jagrati Samyami Pasyam Jagrati Bhutani Sanisha Pasyato Mune. That's why the moment you become a yogi, bhakti yogi, your lifestyle should be different. What is that lifestyle should be different? We should stay, with this world, but we should not stay in this world. Means what? Whatever, okay, I need to buy food, stuffs, groceries. I need to go to a grocery shop, buy grocery and offer it to Krishna. That's it. You don't need any other relationship with grocery guy other than that. Pay money, become it. You do your job, get money, and maintain the family. Be in this world. What is that? How do I say? Be in the world, but not with the world. That is the thing, actually. So for outsiders, whatever is daytime means whatever is action. It's not talking about day or night. This verse, many people write like that. Whatever is night for is for karmi, is day for the transcendentalist. Whatever is the night for transcendentalist, like that, something like that, right? No. Opposite lifestyle means we don't go to parties. Let them go to parties. We go to temples. They don't come to temples. We go for association. They hate. They do wrong things. We don't. So even if sometimes people say Hare Krishna means you lose everything. What you lose? You go to hell. If you're attached, if not hell, you'll be attached to cycle of birth and death. I have a question for you. You're sick. You have got body means what? I'm sick. What is my disease? Bhavaroga. I'm stuck in cycle of birth and death. Then what you have to do? When you're sick, you consult the doctor. Sri Chaitanya Vaidyamasraya. Doctor tells you don't eat certain foodstuffs, follow the medicine. What is our medicine? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Then doctor says don't eat certain foodstuffs. What should we not eat? Don't eat, anything that is not prasad. Doctor says eat some foodstuffs. What should we eat? Eat prasad. We have 4 do's and 4 do's and 1 don't. Yama and niyama. What is yama? What are the 4 don'ts? Anybody?
No
So
eating, no intoxication, no gambling, and no illicit sex.
Okay, that is a yama. No, 4 don'ts. What is that? Few do's? Niyama. What are the do's in Krishna consciousness? Anybody?
Servant of the servant of the servant.
Okay. What else?
Chanting holy names of the Lord. Prabhuji.
Chanting the holy names, yes.
Reading Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita.
Amazing. And?
And Chaitanya Charitamrita. Dating with the devotees.
Okay. Yes, these are all the do's. Fantastic. Yam and niyam. So, what is that? We should have that confidence, and you should follow. Valmiki chanted for 60,000 years. Tulsi Dev chanted for 100,000. Did tapasya for 100,000 years. We don't even do 60 years actually. Still, by Lord Chaitanya's grace, we'll attain the perfection. So how much sincere should we be? Right? So we should have, for karmis and jnanis, You know, because the path is not, because what is that? It's not clear. It has flaws. Their mind becomes restless and they'll fall down. But with us, confidence in bhakti. This bhakti process will take me to the perfection. Can you see the first one here? Perfection. Bhakti is life. Soul desired goal and perfection. You will attain the perfection of life. Mam che avijaj avijabicharana bhakti you can say that. Saguna samiditi etan brahma bhuya kalpate. You will attain the perfection of life if you practice bhakti. And what is the second thing? Protection. If you follow bhakti, you surrender to Krishna, avasya rakshive Krishna. Krishna will protect me. Prabhupada is giving an example. Wife wants a child. What does she do? Serve the husband nicely. Please him. Then eventually child will come. Child will not come tomorrow. It takes time. So likewise, Prabhupada actually Charu Prabhu asked Srila Prabhupada. What he asked? Prabhupada, how long does this process take to work? Does anyone know the answer?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Prabhupada told 1 second or 1 minute, Prabhuji.
No, but Charu Prabhu to ask Prabhupada, how long does it take?
No,
40,
sorry.
Prabhuji.
Sorry.
Subhachitran Prabhu also is telling here, 40 years. It takes 40 years. Not that exactly takes 40 years. For somebody it may take 20 years. Somebody it takes 40 lifetimes. It all depends on the conditioning and sincerity. But one thing is there. Shraddha to prema later. Snehapikamanaashosthi pratyavayana vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Nehapikamanaashosthi pratyavayana vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Hey, whatever little bit progress you made, that is an eternal credit. Means what? Anardhana vritti, you went to Nishta stage. Then next lifetime, where will you start from? Huh?
Nishta.
Very good. That's it, Nishta. Yeah, or you have reached up to Ruchi stage. Where will you start from? Next lifetime.
From Ruchi.
That's it. So whatever you achieve is an eternal credit. Hare Krishna. So first of all, if you can you see the second point? I finished perfection. What is the second point here? Perfection, next to perfection. We are dealing nischayat. Nischayat, I am seeing the second one after perfection. What is it after perfection? What is it?
Protection.
Protection. What is protection? Protection means Krishna will protect you. Kshipram bodhi dharmatma sasvachanti gachati. Kaunteya pradyana hiname bhaktiya pranashyati. Boldly declare, Arjuna, my devotee will never perish. I protect what he has, I give what he lacks. So the same verse is for second one also, prophet also. Protection and the prophet. This verse says, Krishna, you surrender to Krishna, you don't lose anything. Krishna will offer you protection. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. Aham tvam sarapapebhyo mokshishya masucha. Masucha, no fear, Arjuna, I'll protect you. No fear, I'll take care of you. Then what is the next one? So Krishna prophet, what is a prophet? Hey, whatever progress you make, that is an eternal credit. You have a family, will it come with you next life? You have money, will it come with you next lifetime? You have a PhD degree, will it come next lifetime? No. But bhakti, it's an eternal profit. Haribol. How many of you agree?
200%,
Sure.
Prabhuji.
And Prabhupada is writing here, you just continue stay on the path of bhakti. Bhakti will forcefully drag you to success. Sometimes I think, Arey, yaar, there's so many decades are over. How did it happen? Some of you finished how many? 10 years of 16 rounds? Did anybody here 20 years of 16 rounds? 10 years?
Yes, Prabhu.
You do not even know that when you start chanting, I'll want to finish 10 years. How many years you finished? 7 years. Is there anybody who finished 10 years of 16 rounds?
Yes, Prabhu.
Only one?
Yes, Prabhuji, more than 10 years.
More
Yes.
than one.
Yes, Prabhuji. More than 10, around 15 years.
Amazing. So that day you don't know, suddenly you turn back. So many doubts day one. We have doubt also whether it will work or not. But who dragged you all these years? You agree? How many of you agree? This many years I chanted. I can't even believe. How many of you agree? And that's why real mercy is not some job, some F1 to H1 or green card or something. Real mercy means Krishna protects you, puts you on the bus of Krishna consciousness, on the boat of Krishna consciousness, and he protects you. That is it. That is mercy. Of course, other things are also mercy too. So Krishna is telling, don't worry. Pauli declared Arjuna, my devotee will never perish. I protect what he lacks, and I give what he I give what he doesn't. No, I protect. Sorry, I protect what he I protect what he has, and I give what he lacks. That's the thing. I'm sorry. And what is the next one after prophet? Huh?
Powerful.
Powerful. Bhakti is powerful. Ayatigate apratyatas ye atma suprasidati. Savai pumsam parodharma yatho bhakti radokshe. Ahaitika pritata. If you perform bhakti continuously without any materialistic motive, only to please Krishna, that is the motive. Then what happens? It will drag you to the success. That's bhakti is powerful. Even if we have a lot of conditioning, no problem. Even if you have a lot of conditioning, no problem. We'll definitely attain the perfection of life in this life, not after death. Just give me 1 minute. So powerful. Productive. What is a productive? Bhakti is very productive. You know. So you don't need any mental qualification. You don't need any mental qualification. What mental qualification? Do Jagai Madai have? Nothing. They did not have any mental qualification. Still, the grace, Krupa, they attained perfection. So, sincerely, if we endeavor, we'll attain perfection of life. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagatya kinchana sarvair gunaistattra sada samesura harama vaktasya kuto madguna manorathena sati davato bahi. Hey, when you become devotee, even if you are very bad in the previous life, Purvashram, all the good qualities of devatas will manifest in you. All the devatas and their good qualities such as, dharmartha kama moksha, dharma jnana vairagya, they become manifest, in the body of a person who has developed bhakti for Vasudev. Hare Krishna. Can anyone give me an example? In the past, somebody is bad, now they have become good, they have taken bhakti and they have become better. Can you give one example in Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita?
Jamila.
Ajamil. Amazing. Huh? Valmiki. Exactly. Valmiki was a dacoit. Now he wrote Ramayana. People, Ramayana must have transformed billions of dacoits into pure devotees. But the person who wrote it was a dacoit, Ratnakar. Mrugari, the hunter. Mrugari was half killing animals. But Narad preached to him. After that, he was transformed and he did not even want to kill the ants. One day Narad came. Mrugari was, wanted to, Mrugari transformed now, wanted to offer obeisances. But now the ants were on the ground. He slowly shooed them off. Otherwise, if he would offer them obeisances, if he would offer obeisance Narad he would kill the ants. He did not want that. Hare Krishna. So if you perform bhakti, first of all, in this lifetime, in the present life will become better. Going back to God, it is next point. What do you think? But the present life itself, it will become better. Actually, I asked one Prabhupada disciple, Prabhuji, you have been practicing chanting 16 rounds so many, more than half a century now. What do you think about next life? If I go back to Godhead, great. Even if I don't go back to Godhead, he said, my next life will be much better than this, he said. And pure confidence in bhakti only. Bhakti is pure. If you perform Shuddha Bhakti, Mahatmanastamam Parda Devi Prakriti Masrita Bhajanti Mananya Manaso Gyatva Putadim Abhyayam. If you perform bhakti, then what happens? You will be under the influence of Yogamaya, Daivi Prakriti Masrita. Prabhupada says, this is where Radharani is coming to Bhagavad Gita. Really? Radharani is in Bhagavad Gita? Yes. Where? Daivi Prakriti 9.13. Mahatmanastamam Parda Daivi Prakriti Masrita. Bhajanti Manyamanso Jnatva Bhutadi Maviyam. That's why, because bhakti gives us perfection, bhakti gives us protection, bhakti gives profit, bhakti is powerful, bhakti is productive, and bhakti is pure. What we should do? We should, with patience, with confidence, we should do bhakti. How many of you agree with me?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Third one is dhairya, patience. What is the third one? Dhairya. Actually, my experience, anything you want, anywhere you want to succeed in the material world, you need these three things. You need enthusiasm, you need determination, you need confidence. The path, whatever you're doing, you will get the result. But the third one is important. What is that? Patience. Of the three, what is more important? Patience. So to succeed in bhakti, you know, We need to be patient. Take instructions from spiritual master and execute bhakti with patience. Eventually, you will attain the perfection. Charu Prabhu, Prabhupada said 40 years. You need to execute bhakti 40 years diligently with enthusiasm, confidence, and patience. If you doubt it and if you waver, your progress will slow down. Excuse me, Hare Krishna. So to accept instructions, tadviti pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So with Guru, what we have to do? We do 2-3 things. What are the 3 things we should do? Pranipat means surrender. Pariprashna means humble inquiry, not challenging, questioning. Does Krishna exist? No, that type of things we should not do, especially with the Guru. So what are the 3 things important from disciple side? Pranipat, Pariprashna, Seva. What are the 3 things? Pranipat means what? Huh? What does
Surrender.
Pranipat mean? What is that?
Surrender, Prabhuji.
Surrender, perfect. Pariprashna means what? Humble inquiry, not prashna means questioning. Can you show me God? That is questioning. What is Pariprashna? Humble inquiry. Sevaya, Sarvaguru. Then Guru, being pleased with you, then he'll give you the knowledge. But you execute the order of Guru, execute the limbs of bhakti with patience, then you will attain the perfection. These 3 things are very important. I'm sorry, because that ID, was used. Amarendra Prabhu was giving class. It's such a nice class. I didn't have guts to stop it. So these 3 things I told today, we'll stop it here. Next class, we'll think of Tattat Karma Sangatyaga Satavritti. Okay, it's already 9 o'clock. I can take one question anyone has, otherwise we'll end it today. Please do read. I have a request. Let us not read these books just to get certificates. Application, let me change. I don't know how much time is left. I know sometimes people look for green card, but I know people who died 2 months after receiving green card actually. Then what is the use of that green card? I'm just giving an example. Likewise, we should study these books with a view to transform ourselves. We need with a strong desire to change ourselves. Hey, let me execute bhakti and become a pure devotee and spread Krishna consciousness for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna. Then you will attain the perfection of life in this life, not after death. That's what I want to tell. Anyone wants to add anything? Otherwise, we'll end it. Anyone wants to add anything? Otherwise, we'll end it. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Thank you very much. Hare
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.